Good morning and happy Easter. How is everyone? He is risen. He is risen indeed. Yes, he is. Well, someone in the comments, and I don't remember who, I'm sorry, asked me what kind of plants I got. And I said, well, y'all got to wait till tomorrow because I can't give all my secrets away today. I got to bring you back tomorrow for more, right? Okay, so osteospermum. Osteospermum. Anyway, I got two of those. And then I got, let's see, what is this? Blue Jean Baby Russian Sage. I got that. A Blue Jean Baby and Osteospermum. Okay, I got two of these. They're fuchsia. Love those, fuchsia. I think I'm going to put them in a pot and not the ground. Okay, so I got two of those. I got some super sweet tomatoes. I got two of those because they're the itty bitty tomatoes. I got one of these, which is a, what's it called? A better boy. It's a better boy, okay? Cucumber, one cucumber plant. I hope it survives. One cilantro, because I love cilantro, but I always have trouble growing it, so I'm not real sure why I bought it. I bought this to go in the house. It's a Fittonia red. A Fittonia. I don't know. And then I got one of these. I told y'all about too many. What is this? A ballerina lilac. Ballerina lilac. So, yeah, now just to get them all in the ground. I did go out last night and I cleaned out one of my beds from all, all the weeds. And I did plant the cucumbers. And then I was like, okay, that's enough pollen for tonight. So, yeah, I'll go out and do some more today. But there's only so much pollen you can take at a time. Am I right? Okay, and look at here. It's my new watering can. Guess where I found it? It was in the shelf next to the oven. You know, the one that I cleaned out and I moved my pots and pans. Why would I put my watering can in the shelf beside the oven? That doesn't even make sense. Yeah, it's already, what time is it? Law my, that's what my granny used to say. Law my, it's already 11:15. I just got a real late start today, but I got up and made some blueberry muffins. Just ignore any mess you see, okay? And now I'm about to walk Penelope because she's been asleep all morning. And then, yeah, I'll come back and tell y'all a story. I don't know if it'll be Easter related. I'm bouncing between two. I might tell the Easter one first and save the other one for later. Yeah, but I'll be back, okay? Now then, as you can clearly see, it's a beautiful day. Penelope has on her new little harness jacket vest thingy. It's cool. It works very well for walking. I love it. And she's dressed for Easter, right? Right. Well, I was thinking this morning about, trick-or-treat. No, Tracy, it's Easter, not trick-or-treat. Hunting for eggs. Easter, growing up. And, of course, Mama would go buy me a new dress and new shoes if I needed them and all that stuff. And she would boil all these eggs. And then we had all these different colors in vinegar. So when you walked in the door, it smelled like a vinegary fart in the kitchen. That's when you knew it was Easter, when it smelled like a vinegary fart. But we would sit at the table and we would color eggs. Now, me being 7 years younger than the youngest of the first three, I was usually doing it by myself because by the time I got up old enough to do my own egg coloring, they were already like 14, 15, they wasn't all into that. So I would sit at the table and try to make wonderful masterpieces with my egg coloring, which usually turned out to be a muddy looking mess. Why are there so many helicopters flying over? That's the second one. What y'all doing? Gosh, interrupting my video. Ugh. Hey, why are you just standing there? Come on. Just standing and staring. Well, anyway, then my mother, bless her, she wouldn't remember where she hid all the eggs, right? She would hide some inside and she would hide some outside. And then it was my job, and I was always by myself, to go out and find all the eggs. Because like I said, I was the baby. And them older kids didn't care nothing about hunting eggs by the time I got old enough to be hunting eggs. I mean, I'm sure I did it when I was much younger, and they probably did too, but this is just as far back as I can remember. I was hunting eggs pretty much by myself, and I would gather all I could find, and my mom didn't know, like, she didn't remember if she put out 12, or because she would boil a bunch of eggs, and some were for the deviled eggs, because you had to have deviled eggs on the day that Christ rose from the grave. You had to have deviled eggs. Isn't that kind of ironic? Is that the proper word, ironic? Well, anyway, we wouldn't know for a few weeks that I didn't find all the eggs, because we didn't use plastic eggs. They were real boiled eggs, and they get to stinking, and then Mom would go, oh, here's an egg that I hid and you didn't find it. And then we'd go outside and we might find another egg that she hid, because she was a good hider. It's just that she couldn't remember where she hid them all. Yeah, that was the problem. But I will include the one Easter picture that I have found of me in my little dress, holding my little, I think I'm holding a little basket. But if I remember correctly, on this Easter, we went to Kennesaw Mountain, and I think they had an Easter egg hunt. Yeah. I don't remember going to Easter egg hunts that often, but I do remember that one time we had to go up to the top. We might have even went to the sunrise service, because I think they had a sunrise service up there. And then we hunted eggs. Yeah, I don't remember doing that very often. I just remember walking around in my backyard and in the house looking for brightly colored eggs. But like I said, mine were so muddy looking, they didn't really stick out. Okay, Tracy, get up the hill. Yeah, but anyway, that was my Easter memories for today. Do y'all have any Easter memories you can share? I'm glad that the new Easter egg colors, ink, dye, that's what it's called, Tracy. Food coloring, dye. I'm glad that they are not stinky like vinegar. Not that I color eggs anymore, but I did on a video, probably in 2020, because, you know, I was bored. And my mom would also blow eggs. Have y'all ever blown an egg? I know that's very personal, but she always used like a little needle or something, and she'd poke a hole in both ends, and then you'd practically have an aneurysm trying to blow the egg yolk out the other end of the egg, and you were left with this shell. Why did we do that? I don't know, but we did. And we decorate them. Hey, stop, 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 don't do that. She's gonna be covered with pollen. Ooh-wee. Well, anyway, that's gonna be the end of part 1. I'll see y'all later for part 2. Toodles. Happy part 2. Happy part 2 of Easter Day. Look at them trees. They just make my heart smile every time I come outside. Ain't they so pretty? Japanese maples. Now, they have a different version of a Japanese maple that's much smaller, but obviously that's not it. Okay, so y'all remember last year I bought this thing, and had a whale of a time putting it together, because the first time I put it together, kind of backwards, to be quite honest. But somebody told me to flip the walls, and that worked. Well, why couldn't they put stickers on it, this side up or something, you know? Because, I don't know, they all look the same until you can't get it put together after you've already done all the screwing. Anyway, I got my tomatoes. I got 3 tomatoes, and then that's the cucumber. I put it on that so it could climb. And now I gotta tackle all that. Ugh. All them weeds. Why? Why must we have weeds, Lord? Why? But anyway, I gotta see what survived the winter, because I think there are some actual plants amongst those weeds. Look, what a beautiful backdrop. And it matches my shirt. That can be my thumbnail. Well, speaking of red, that's gonna be the theme of part 2. Me and my best friend, Kim, back in high school, may have lied to our parents. May have, maybe, perhaps. I said that I was going to spend the night with her, and she was going to spend the night with me. We went and spent the night with Joanne. Kim's probably cringing at this moment, like, you really gonna tell this? Yeah, I'm really gonna tell it. Because I heard the words this morning on a video I was watching. The words, hunch, punch. And I was like, I don't think I've told that story. And if I have, it's been a long time ago. So I'm gonna tell it again. Well, Joanne was married in high school. She was already married. And her husband lived in an apartment across town where I had no business being, to be quite honest. My mother... I lost my drink. How did I lose my drink so fast? Oh. My mother would not have been happy to know that I was across town spending the night in an apartment. Well, as things go when you're in high school, a hunch punch was made. Please stand by. Okay, well, if you've never had hunch punch, let me tell you what's in it. Now, there's all kinds of different recipes, and I'm not exactly sure what all was in this, but I do know a few of the ingredients for certain. Hawaiian punch, we use the red kind. Orange juice, grenadine, golden grain, and gin. And it's pretty good. Now, sometimes you can put pineapple in it. You know, Well, I was always pretty good at handling my liquor, meaning oh no, I think a bee got in. Dadgummit. Meaning I didn't, after I was drinking. And, yeah. But this one night, Kim drank a little too much hunch punch. And I think she was on the couch and sleeping on the couch, because it was a 1-bedroom apartment, and I was sleeping in a chair or something. I don't know. And we had school the next day, y'all. Well, Kim got up and she went to the bathroom to, like you do after you've been drinking too much. Not drinking, but drinking too much. And I went in there with her. You have to hold the hair and all that stuff. Well, when I walked in there, it looked like a scene out of that movie, Carrie. Do y'all remember the movie, Carrie? And there was red spattered splattered and spattered everywhere. Well, that's kind of what this white tiled bathroom looked like. I was like, you okay? Obviously not. Obviously not. Okay? But I'm trying to be the friend and hold the hair and do all the things while I was looking around like, oh, we got to clean this up. We just can't leave this. Ugh. And then we had to go to school. Did I mention we had to go to school? Yeah, so we went to school. Well, it wasn't long before I went out to the payphone in the lobby of the school, and I called my mom, and I said, I need to come home. I'm very sick to my stomach. And Mom came and got me, and I went home and slept probably the rest of the day. I never did that again. I was like, no, thank you. I don't, especially on a school night. No, thank you. Because that was bad. That was bad. That was probably, And then another, I don't know why I'm telling drinking stories on Easter, but let's just say I don't drink anymore for a reason, okay? Another time that, this one's funny. Well, I mean, that one was funny-ish. But this one was my mom and my Aunt Shirley. Yes, my mom's name was Shirley, and my aunt's name is Shirley. My uncle married a Shirley. But we went up to Rome. They had come up from Florida. So I don't know why. I don't even know. I mean, I was probably 15 or 16 at this point. And Mama Shirley and Aunt Shirley, we went to this hotel bar area to have lunch. And with the lunch, they were sipping on some sort of drink. I don't know what kind of drink, although I should remember it, because I drank more of it than they did. Yes, they were all enthralled in their conversation, and I took straws, and I put them together. You know how you kind of fold it and stick it inside the other straw? And I made this big, long straw that went into my mom's glass. And she never noticed, because they were talking. And I drank her drink. I drank her drink. And then I took it out and I put it in Aunt Shirley's drink. And I drank that drink. Drank that drink. And then 2 more were put down in front of them. They were like, I don't even remember drinking this, but let's order another one. And they got to talking again. And I took the straw. That time, I got caught. My mom was like, what are you doing? She grabbed that straw. I was sitting over there schnockered. Absolutely schnockered. Yeah, I drank both of their drinks and then started on the, I was greedy. Had I not started on the second batch, I probably wouldn't have got caught. I probably would have, because when I stood up, I couldn't hardly walk. But I thought it was hilarious. Oopsie. I don't know. You know, the things we did when we were young and stupid. That's, I guess, the end of part 2. I guess. Let me go look and see how long it is. That's what she said. Yep, that's the end of part 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember that I love you and Jesus loves you and He has risen. Praise God that He has risen indeed. And hope He's coming back soon, because people be crazy. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which should be tomorrow, because I do post every day, okay? Toodles, my noodles, and stay silly, my friends. Goodbye.